Hey guys, welcome back to my sewing room. I'm Kelly and you found me here on Pick and Stitches, and today we got the latest box in from Fat Quarter Shop. This is their sew sampler. I cannot wait to dive in and show you what's inside. If you're new to my channel, I love getting these sew sampler boxes. They make me smile. I've got my starch batch all ready so that I can jump right on into this project. And yes, I really love these sew sampler boxes. They are usually very cute and well thought out and put together. All right, so it says Playful Summer, July 2024. And they always have it really well packaged. It has a lot of fun things in it. And so we get 20% off of one order. Wow, I'm going to buy something good with that. Okay, and then there's another fun pattern here on the inside. I will get you guys a close-up of that. And let's see, that's a cute pattern though. That looks like fun. Okay, so we have oh my goodness. Okay, so we have 3 charm packs. So this is called 30s Playtime by Lindsay Cole McCrae. This is a Moda grouping, and we get 42 squares within each charm pack. So there's reds and blues and mints, and I will get you guys some close-ups of each of these. That looks like a really fun batch. So I think charm packs are usually like $12 to $15 per charm. So that alone is already covering the cost of the box. So I'm really excited about that. And then what else did we get here? Okay, so a little tote bag, a little craft bag. Looks like it opens up into a real big circular bottom. That's fun. So this is by Moda. It doesn't want to come out of its shape from being smashed in the box. I like it when the boxes are so full that stuff is smashed in them though. Okay, so that's a really cute little tote. Definitely could find some fun fabrics or fat quarters to stick in it and decorate your craft room. And a Sewline glue pen. I use these quite a lot if I'm doing any type of paper piecing, especially my English paper piecing. I use those pretty frequently. And we have one, this says Fat Quarter Shop on it. This is the 100th sew sampler box. So they've been doing these subscriptions. It's a monthly subscription, and this was their 100th box. So we got this cute little tool. I don't see where it opens. We got this cute little tool organizer that you can just set on your desk, and it will hold, you know, a couple of your notions that you want to keep handy, and then you can just keep that. I think I just cut that with my seam ripper. That's awesome. You can just keep that right there on your desk, and then all your stuff that you want to use is nice and handy. Let's see. You could put a couple extra things in there. I really like to have a friction pin and my little stiletto. So that's a really cute little notion, and it says Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler for their 100th edition. So that's exciting and fun. Ooh, I haven't had this one before. This is the Woven Star 4-inch block foundation paper. So I use a lot of the It's So Emma foundation papers. I like their methodology. It usually works out quite easily, and I think this is going to be a really cute, fun block to make. Let's see. There's a lot of pieces, guys. There's a lot of pieces. So let's see what the cut list looks like, because that's always my determining factor. I don't want to cut 7,000 different sizes. So cutting from the dark, we're going to have 2 different cuts, and from the lights, we're going to have 2 different sizes. So as far as the sizing on the cuttings, not too bad, and it'll depend on how many fabrics you want to incorporate, but I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, and our pattern this month is the 5 Stars Table Runner pattern. So in the box, we got the table runner pattern. It also has a quilt on the back as well. So if you use the 3 charm packs and the Woven Star foundation paper, that's going to be enough to make the table runner. If you want to make a lap quilt, you're going to need quite a bit more fabric. Let's see, they have it with 12 charm packs. I'd probably use yardage at that point. And then you would need 2 of the Woven Star pads. So we'll clearly have some of this pad left over from just doing the table runner. But that's 2 patterns. And then we also have the pattern that came here. So we've got quite a few different patterns here that we can choose from to make with this beautiful lime. And then we got our next peaceful baskets. I love these. These are so much fun. So I will get you guys a close-up of these peaceful baskets. We're doing 1 a month. It's a sew-along that comes in each kit. And we're using the Camille Ross Kelly Shoreline. I'm going ahead and just following mostly with what their pattern is. I keep my colors pretty closely in line. I do not have their kit, so I'm just sewing it. I bought a half-yard bundle, and that's what I'm sewing it out of. So yeah, I believe these boxes, they ship every month. It's right at about $30 plus maybe $5 in shipping. So we have this month's box. We have our bonus value here is this 100th edition. It's got an $8.48 value. Then we've got our 3 charm packs. Those are valued at $35.94. Mini stash and soar. Okay. Did I get another pen? This little blue glue pen is a Quilting Classic. I don't think I got one of the items. Uh-oh. Because on the sheet here, it has the blue fabric water-soluble glue pen next to this one. The water-soluble formula goes on blue. I guess maybe they just have 2 pictured, because that's what this pen is. But there's a blue one in the picture, or a purple one in the picture. Maybe it's just 2 different ones that they shipped out. So then we have the small stitched love maker basket. So this was a $7.98 value. We've got our table runner pattern right here. It's valued at $9.98. And then we have our Woven Star foundation paper that's valued at $9.98. And then our Peaceful Baskets quilt pattern that's valued at $4.98. So when you add all that up, it's certainly a greater value than what the cost of the box is, and I always love it if we can get a really good value. And I like sewing these out with you guys every month, so that's also a fun added benefit. And like I said, I have my starch waiting. I am going to have to read and see if I can starch these though, because since they're pre-cuts, you know they're going to shrink, and I don't want them to get so small that I can't work with them. But I bet I can do that. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you a close-up of these beautiful fabrics. It's called 30s Playtime, and that's by Lindsay Cole McCrae. And this is a Moda fabric bundle. And we've got a lot of reds and blues and yellows in here. I'm really excited to try this out. And I was reading the pattern while I was switching camera angles, and we are going to need this full 5-inch block in several spots on this pattern, because they use it here in the sashing, and then they use it as the center block for the center of each block. And what I think I'm going to do, I think I am going to go ahead and starch, because I like to starch. And I will just replace those 5-inch blocks that need to be the full 5 inches with some fabric from my stash, or I may order some additional fabric. But I think that there's a lot of colors that are going to be fairly easy for me to match in this group. And so if I supplement that, then I'll be able to make something a little bit larger than a table runner. And then I can use all of these as my patch pieces that are going to be made either with the Woven Star paper piecing or with the bow ties that are going to be just our half square triangles. I keep calling those bow ties. I don't think they're called bow ties. What are they called? Hourglass? Yeah. Okay. So lots of pinks and purples. I just think that it would be easy for me to kind of pull randomly from my stash and have things that will match and look okay. I've got some great Lori Holtz and some Fig Tree left over, as well as a bunch of other designers that maybe aren't as prolific in my stash as those two are. So we have really a full rainbow. We've got mint and purple and pink and red, and there were some golds early on. Now we're into the blues and teals, which are some of my favorites. We've got a little bit of that gold pulling back through. I think these would look great with anything really from my stash. I think you've got so much variety here. I think the only thing that wouldn't maybe match as well if it was a really dusty, dark grouping or super, super jewel tone. But lots of florals, lots of dots. But it's a huge variety, so I think it's going to be super cute. And this is going to be really scrappy, and I haven't made anything really scrappy in a bit, so this is going to be fun. I'm excited to try this out. I like that print. And we've got some yellows there. I like that too. That would be a pretty background for the whole thing. I might order that in yardage. Gonna make a note to self and keep that one sideways. I almost always use that Bella Solid. I'll put a link in the description. It just makes all of my background fabrics always match, and then I can get really scrappy in a hurry, but I know I can pull from that stash and always have enough background fabric. But I think that would look really cute as the background fabric with all of this. Might get a little bit busy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's too busy to be the background for this pattern and I should stick with my white, or should I do something different and use this as my background fabric? All right, so that is the entire box of the 42 different prints. Again, we did get 3 charm packs, and I am going to go ahead and starch these. Do not starch yours if you want your 5-inch blocks to come out of this section, because then they won't be big enough. They're going to shrink that one direction, and they're probably going to be closer to like 4 3/4 or even 4 1/2. Okay guys, there we have it. This is the July Sew Sampler from Fat Quarter Shop. I am super excited to get into this project. I hope you like watching these unboxings with me and some of my tutorials. If you do, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And don't forget about our private Facebook group. I love getting to see what you guys are working on and getting that two-way communication that we can get over there that maybe can't happen over here on YouTube. Until then, guys, I will see you next time.